Trading has a strange way of revealing who you really are. It shows your patience, your fears, your impulses, all in real time. One moment you feel in control. The next, you're watching emotions take over. The market becomes a mirror, reflecting not just price, but the truth about your mindset. At first, you think it's about strategy, finding that perfect setup or timing the next move. But with experience, you realize the charts never change. You do. Each trade becomes a lesson in discipline, resilience, and self-awareness. Because in the end, trading mastery isn't about controlling the market. It's about mastering the mind behind every click, the part of you that decides, reacts, and learns every single day. Welcome back to the Trading Psychology course here on the ComLucro channel. In this final chapter, we're bringing everything together, all the lessons, insights, and mindset skills you've built throughout this journey. You'll learn how to combine awareness, discipline, emotion, and structure into one system that keeps your mind balanced and your trading consistent. If this is your first time here, this video is the perfect entry point. It's packed with key ideas from every chapter, from emotional control and discipline to routine, risk, and journaling. And if you've already watched the full course, this is your roadmap to connect everything you've learned into one powerful framework. By the end, you'll know how to prepare, execute, reflect, and grow continuously, turning psychology into your most reliable trading edge. So if you like this kind of video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And join the ComLucro community to support the channel and keep improving as a trader. Now, let's start by going back to where this journey began, the mind. In our first chapter, we learned that your mind can be your worst enemy or your greatest ally. That idea became the foundation for everything else. Awareness is always the first step toward control. You can't change what you don't see. When you started, the market felt like chaos, every candle a test of emotion. But as you understood fear, greed, and discipline, something shifted. You began to notice patterns, not only in price, but in yourself. That's when growth really started. The difference between amateurs and professionals isn't knowledge, it's awareness. Professionals sense when impatience, greed, or fear are rising, and instead of fighting them, they breathe and respond with structure. That's the true transformation. When you stop reacting to every tick and start observing with calm focus. Every great decision begins from that awareness. At this point, let's talk about mastering emotions, not by suppressing them, but by understanding them. Fear, greed, and excitement aren't enemies. They're signals showing where your focus and attachment lie. The goal isn't to erase them, but to listen without letting them control you. Fear comes from trying to control uncertainty, and greed comes from wanting more than the market offers. Both tied to survival instincts that don't belong in trading. Professionals treat emotions like they treat structure, with discipline and observation. Fear means risk feels too high. Euphoria means confidence is turning reckless. They notice early and act with structure, adjusting size, following checklists, or taking breaks. Emotional mastery isn't about not feeling. It's about not reacting. You learn to accept uncertainty and act with logic instead of impulse. When awareness is strong and your process clear, no emotion can pull you from discipline. That's real control from the inside out. Then come the three qualities that shape every successful trader: discipline, patience, and consistency. They're not talents. They're trained, one decision at a time. Discipline keeps you aligned with your plan when emotions try to take over. It's the muscle you build every time you respect your stop or skip a setup that doesn't fit. Patience protects you from chasing the market. It's active restraint, the ability to wait calmly while probabilities align. Consistency is what happens when discipline and patience work together. Anyone can follow rules for a few days. Professionals do it month after month. They know no single trade defines them. The series does. As Mark Douglas taught, the market seems random in the short term, but consistent behavior creates consistent results. That's why discipline, patience, and consistency aren't optional. They're the foundation of every lasting edge. So let's go deeper into one of the most powerful lessons in this course: identity. How you see yourself as a trader shapes every choice you make. If you see yourself as a gambler, you'll chase moves and break rules. But if you see yourself as a risk manager, your focus shifts from making money to protecting capital. You start thinking in probabilities, not predictions. You stop asking, will this trade win? And start asking, does it fit my plan? Identity decides how you handle risk and pressure. That's why Mark Douglas said consistency begins with thinking in probabilities. The risk manager doesn't judge one outcome. He trusts his edge over time. This mindset frees you. You stop needing to be right and start needing to follow your process. Professionals think in R, not dollars. They accept losses before entering and measure success in series, not single trades. Their calm comes from discipline, not results. The real question isn't, did I make money? It's, did I act like the trader I want to be? Then comes the real test of mindset, losses and drawdowns. No matter how strong your system is, the market will always test your confidence. A losing streak doesn't just hit your account, it shakes your identity. But professionals know losses are inevitable. Emotional collapse is optional. Recovery starts with acceptance. You stop resisting and treat losses as feedback, not failure. As Brett Steenbarger says, resilience comes from learning, not avoiding pain. Next comes structure. Professionals don't try to win it back. They reset. They reduce size, pause, review, and rebuild rhythm slowly. It's not weakness, it's discipline. The 3-loss rule helps. After 3 losses, step away, breathe, and analyze your mindset. That break protects both capital and clarity. Resilience isn't about never falling, it's about rising with structure. Consistency isn't built from perfection, but from the ability to reset and move forward. At this stage, let's talk about one of the most underrated tools in trading, your routine. Consistent results begin with consistent preparation. Performance doesn't start on the chart. It starts with how you sleep, breathe, and prepare. If you start the day rushed, you're already trading from weakness. Your morning routine is your first trade, the moment you focus your mind and regulate emotion. As Linda Raschke says, discipline begins before the opening bell. Preparation isn't about perfection. It's about emotional stability and readiness. A few minutes of breathing or reviewing your plan creates calm focus. Over time, repetition builds flow. That state where decisions feel natural and time slows down. Flow doesn't come from motivation. It comes from structure. When routine becomes habit, calm becomes your default. The market doesn't reward emotion or speed. It rewards clarity, patience, and presence. And those are built long before you click the button. So let's finish with the final piece that turns awareness into mastery, journaling and feedback. Larry Williams once said, "The best trading book you'll ever read is the one you write yourself." Every trade you record, every emotion you describe, every lesson you capture becomes part of your evolution. Your journal isn't just notes. It's your mirror, your mentor, and your map. Journaling turns trading from random outcomes into continuous learning. Each entry links what you did with what you felt, revealing patterns no chart can show when you're focused, distracted, or emotional. Awareness turns mistakes into data, and data into growth. That's the essence of feedback. Act, observe, learn, adjust. It's the same cycle every professional follows. Repetition with reflection. The secret is consistency. Review your journal weekly. Study both results and emotions. Ask, where am I disciplined? Where am I reactive? Each answer sharpens your edge. Because mastery isn't avoiding mistakes, it's learning from them. When you study yourself, you stop trading blindly and start evolving consciously. Your journal becomes the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. So now it's time to bring everything together: awareness, emotion, discipline, identity, and reflection into one clear system you can follow every day. This is your personal trading psychology framework. It starts with awareness, noticing what's happening inside you as clearly as what's happening on the chart. Awareness turns reactivity into observation. Then comes structure, your plan, your routine, your preparation. Structure gives your emotions direction and keeps chaos in check. Next is execution, following your plan with patience and discipline. You're no longer chasing trades, you're managing probabilities with intention. After that comes reflection, journaling your actions, emotions, and lessons. This keeps your progress visible and your awareness sharp. And finally, adaptation, using feedback loops to refine your mindset and process over time. This is how you evolve from experience, turning every mistake into information and every week into improvement. Together, these 5 elements form a mental ecosystem, one that protects your focus, strengthens your discipline, and builds true consistency. You don't need perfection. You need a framework that keeps you growing trade after trade. Because trading psychology isn't about control, it's about alignment. When your thoughts, actions, and emotions work together, you stop fighting the market and start flowing with it. To make this framework real, let's turn it into action. Your exercise for this final chapter is to create a 30-day psychological growth plan, a simple roadmap to apply everything you've learned. Start by choosing 3 specific mental goals you want to develop over the next month. For example, manage frustration after losses, strengthen your daily routine and focus, journal consistently after every session. Then, write 1 daily action for each goal. Keep it small and realistic, something you can repeat. Maybe you'll take 2 deep breaths before every entry, review your journal each night, or pause for 5 minutes after a loss. At the end of each week, take 10 minutes to review your progress. Don't judge, observe. Ask yourself, where did I stay disciplined? Where did emotion take over? What can I adjust next week? By the end of 30 days, you'll notice subtle but powerful changes, calmer reactions, sharper awareness, and stronger consistency. Because improvement in trading psychology isn't built in one big leap. It's built through small, deliberate steps repeated over time. This plan is your next level, your way to keep training the mind that controls everything else. So as we end this journey, remember, you don't master the market, you master yourself. Every trade and emotion you faced has shaped the trader you're becoming. Real success isn't about predicting price. It's about managing your mind, your risk, and your reactions. The market will always test you, but now you have what most traders don't: awareness, structure, and a framework that keeps you grounded under pressure. Consistency isn't luck. It's the reflection of who you are when things get tough. Each day you apply awareness, discipline, patience, and reflection. You strengthen your identity as a true professional. Please also remember that our mission here on the ComLucro channel is to give traders the clarity and confidence they need to make smarter decisions in the market. Every video, every course, and every piece of content we create has one clear purpose: to deliver practical, easy-to-apply knowledge that helps you grow step by step as a trader. Here on the channel, you'll find complete courses on smart money concepts, technical analysis for day traders, and trading psychology. Because trading isn't just about charts, it's also about mindset, discipline, and risk management. We also share lessons and insights from some of the most respected names in trading, professionals like David Paul, Alexander Elder, Tom Hugard, Mark Douglas, Al Brooks, Larry Williams, and many others whose experience has shaped the way we understand the markets today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like. It really helps more traders discover our content. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest insights and strategies. If you'd like to go even deeper and access exclusive content, early video releases, and additional tools to support your development, consider joining the ComLucro Trader community right here on YouTube. It's a simple way to support our work and a smart investment in your own growth as a trader. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.